Hello. Looks like we're live. Still figuring this stuff out. Cranked my mic up a little bit. Hopefully it sounds a little better. Still need to find my mic stand to get it closer to me so it's not so echoey. But it'll work for now. Updating the description. And come on, show me myself. Like, I can't even find my own stream. That's how you know it's bad. Nope. Studio? Boy, they make it hard to see your own stream. Can I watch myself here? Aha! Just gotta go to my channel. Boy, they make it hard to see your own stream. Okay. So, let's fire this up. Added the Straw Harvest Pack, free DLC, free LC, because, you know, I'm so clever. And let's get this going. I've been wanting to play on this save for a minute now, so I'm excited. Need to get my mic closer to my face, down on my desk and away from my PC. It's kind of loud. Suppose I could move my PC too, but I like looking at it. Although there aren't much for LEDs in it, it's kind of a subtle build. It still looks nice, sitting at my desk. Alright. What were we doing? Aha! We just got done bailing. I think I bought a second trailer, or was in the process of buying a second trailer. 4 bales. I'm gonna have to remember. Let's drive to the store. I bet you there's something there for me. Trying to get the chicken farm off the ground. Not take forever to do it. It's still gonna take forever. I am so slow at this game. Sorry, I'm texting and driving. Oh, fuck. Now I'm fixing a typo and driving. There we go. I need to start advertising on social media. Also, I should check audio levels. There we go. Not bad, actually. Maybe if I just throw up some sound foam, maybe I won't have to move my mic. And then I could just, maybe I could relocate my PC a little bit. Ah, that's right. I think I was going to convert my little trailer to a flatbed for bales. Because the only way to stack the style of bales that I'm using would be to buy like the most outrageously priced piece of, yeah, 64,000 bucks. That's crazy how expensive that thing is. Let me convert my units and stuff. I keep playing on an American map. So I gotta switch everything back to non-freedom units. There we go. There we go. Doesn't make a damn bit of difference, but looks better. Alright. Bale trailer. Tiniest, literally the smallest bale trailer in the game. But it works. It's what I have. That is hysterically tiny. I'm not sure it's even going to carry many bales at all, but it'll work. Right? It has to work. I definitely need to work out like faster transport for selling goods. Driving this tractor around is gonna suck. It's good on the farm, but not good far beyond. And this is a pretty big map. I think it's a 4X, or maybe they're all 4X now. I don't know. I don't know the sizing on farm sim maps. This is not a 4X map, I don't think. I think 4X maps are actually huge. But, like, it's probably 4X compared to the original farm sim maps. Anyways, let's pick up some bales. And actually, I think I could throw them in the barn here, because I don't think it's worth selling straw until... straw pellets. Pardon me, I'm tired. Yeah, December. So we should definitely just store it for now. Go ahead and do that. Do that now. Go drive around. I mean, there's not that many bales, so picking them up by hand isn't going to be that terrible. It's just going to turn into a headache over time, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, just throw it. Like, I'd love to buy that bale stacker because it, like, you know, ties them up together to make just larger, easier to handle bales out of these small ones. But then it's like, just buy a bigger baler. I mean, I'm only using this one because I can just move them by hand. Which you can still do. You can cut them open, you know, but God, 64 grand. Granted, the baler itself is cheap. You know, if you look at other balers, like, then my cheapest option is 60 grand. Versus, you know, I paid 22 for mine, so that basically saved me 58,000. Sorry, 48,000. 48, 60, yeah, because it's like 67. Whatever. Do the math yourself. I'm not a mathematician. Probably my favorite Ron White quote. Is that his name? Doesn't sound like the right name. Comedian. He said, "I'm smart, you just can't prove it on paper." That probably describes me pretty well, because you can't really prove I'm smart off paper either, but definitely can't prove it on paper. I did not go to college. How many bales can I stack on this little bastard? Not many. Probably go 4 stacks. Or, yeah, 4 stacks high. So what is that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 24 bales? That might be all the bales we make in a harvest, but now that we have 2 fields, it's gonna more than double, because the other field's actually a good size. It's pretty big. We could cash crop the other field, though. I mean, there's really no point for the straw other than a little extra money. And because I need chicken feed, and all the crops for chicken feed produce straw, so you might as well bale it. Let's take a look here. See if we missed anything. I don't think we did. So let's go down here. Pick up all of these. And I'll try and just leave them on the trailer, because then I can just drive and sell them instead of having to reload it. But if I end up having a ton of bales, I will probably just chuck them in that shed. Just to keep them out of the way. Because the equipment doesn't fit in that shed. It was super cheap though. So I don't know if I'll even upgrade that one or if I'll just build a real shed when the time comes. I'll have to earn real money first, which could be a real issue. Although on this map, there's lots and lots of cheap land. So we can really snowball this instead of having to take large steps. We take little steps. Which is perfect because I like small farms. I like family farms. I think the world should go back to family farms. I think a lot of people would be a lot happier. Myself included. You know, not to get political, but I thought the pursuit of happiness was pretty important. Not just making billions of dollars. But what do I know? I'm not a billionaire. Maybe having $1 billion is pretty cool. I will never know. This little trailer is stacking up to be quite functional. If there's one thing I enjoy, it's function. That describes my poor little daily driver to a T. It just functions. Barely. Had to plug the tire on it today because apparently at some point I ran over a nail. And I had the air compressor out, was checking some tires, and decided, I'll check it, because it looked low at work, and I was right. It was half flat, so that was fun. Communism propaganda. Yeah, you should know. I'm not using it right now, but I do have a microphone that says made in Western Germany. That's a shot across the bow for you, lady. In chat. Ooh, I know. I'm not just bullying random people here. I think that's all the bales. I'm like, I have the stream on a delay, so I'm like looking for your message if there's going to be a retaliation or not. I'm expecting one. Yeah, there it is. Listen, I didn't have to go there, but I definitely did. History will not remember me for being a nice person. Actually, I could just leave that at history will not remember me. You know, I was just thinking, I thought I bought a pallet of fertilizer. Did I? Nope. Okay, good, because there's a fill point directly next to my farm, which is incredible. I will never have to go and purchase fertilizer from the store. It makes me so happy. I think, yeah, my new field, I will probably have to plow. Which sucks. This old field I'll have to cultivate. So do I just plow this one again? Get them on the same schedule, or what? I don't know. It's going to take some work. Either way. I could not have split this up any worse. Kind of a funky shaped field, but... I missed the very corner. Got it. I'm going to get this corner. I missed it again. I am terrible at this. Fake fan. Fake farmer. Okay. So let's see if we can just subsoil or what we can do here. I have a seeder. I have a planter. It's a nice little John Deere. It's actually a decent size. Get this put back away. And I think, well, I'm going to need the fertilizer spreader again. So I don't want to block the shed, but I got to find a place to park this straw trailer. It's kind of out of the way. I suppose I can park it in front of the baler, but just far enough the door can open. It might be in the way. We'll see. There. Let's take a look. Golden. That'll work. No comment. Let's look at... Ooh. God, I love thunderstorms. It's thundering right now. So we could get this little guy and a tiny tractor. But I believe I'm capable up to 110 horse. So I could run this. Dang, that's good thunder right there. Could run a 3 meter wide, or I can get the 3 meter wide subsoiler. I think I used this one, the 2 meter wide one. But nope, that's 150. So yeah, I'd have to get the 2 meter wide subsoiler. $20 horsepower. Hold on. I gotta look at something. I kind of really want this. I want a small, super cheap tractor. Like, oh, I could get a John Deere A too. This thing is awesome but expensive. Could also get the 4000, but frankly, I'd get the 4020 with the extra power add-on. 35,000. So I could get a Deere for 12 or a Volvo for 11. What the hell is that? The Volvo is ugly how it's just all orange. I mean, I like the way it looks. I like ugly tractors, but... Which do we get here? The John Deere? Or do we just stick with what we got? Because I'm going to have to either buy this subsoiler or just use it. I can't believe it's only 2 meters. I thought it was wider. Oh no, I could use this. This is 110 horse. 110, 150. Right? No, it's 150. Never mind. 130. What does my viewer have power? Did I get the 135 horse? No, I got the 115. You dingus. Should have got a bigger engine. This should not be this difficult of a decision. I suppose a 3-meter cultivator would work too. 115 horsepower, huh? 510 bucks, releasing the subsoiler. Because I need to work this field. My new one. Okay. Let's get that taken care of. Put my bucket down, out of the way. There we go. Cruise up to the store. It just would be nice to have a second tractor, even if it is a small one, to do some groundwork. Or I just save up for a little bit, get a larger tractor for double the groundwork. Because I still don't have to go very expensive. This thing was actually pretty expensive, but if I go like Massey Ferguson, 2-wheel drive Massey, that's, you know, I could go up to 90 horse. Sorry, so to make sure I'm not crashing there. I go up to 90 horsepower for 28,000. That's not terrible. I wish one would pop up in the shop on sale. I don't need to buy something brand new every time. This tractor is brand new. That gets expensive. If I just buy a little tractor, I could hire somebody to just putt around on it. Probably hire somebody to put around on this. If I try and subsoil that field, I'm going to lose all my farm credibility. Because I don't know if I should do it edge to edge or what. Pretty sure you just rip the center and then do the outside edge. Get my crystals out and start manifesting. You're so right. Manifesting myself x a pile of money. I like that. I like the sound of that. I'm gonna throw a worker on this. Take out more of a bank loan. Damn. Get it, girl. Take out more of a bank loan. Because the bank has plenty of money. And maybe we'll get another tractor running. Just, again, speed things up here. Can't sit on my hands the whole time. Waiting on a sale that ain't gonna come. 45,000 for a John Deere. Ooh. 116 horse. Power shift. Front 3-point. Don't need a front loader. 45,000, huh? Can I get that kind of power for less? Not really. Not really. That's pretty much the going rate. 140 horsepower for a bit more. Hey, you gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Which means I gotta go into debt to get out of debt. It's a story as old as time. I think it would be wise to buy that John Deere. Because price for power, this thing is going to do a lot of work for us. 116 horse is enough to run that 3-meter disc. The subsoiler I'm just going to keep leasing. What about a seeder? Not quite enough to run a decent seeder. Well, the Great Plains, it's kind of built for that. I'd have to cultivate, and yeah, I've already got the John Deere seeder. The tractor's gonna look a little big hooked up to machinery, I think, but it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, it's gonna be nice. I want it. I'm already a $250,000 in debt. Might as well take her up to 300. I mean, the other option is go a bit cheaper with the 4020 extra power. Be a little more true to my current farm's model, cabless. What can we do for front wheels here? Or just wheels in general. Whoa! That's a bit excessive. I think I'd go wheel weights. Oh, look at that heat houser. That's cool. That's old school right there. That's classy. Now we'll go with the sunshade, the canopy, or yeah, I want a canopy. Get the weight on it. Oh, I already know what to plate this thing. I'm not in love with the canopy. And it costs money. No canopy. Alright. We've got ourselves a 4020. My cousin's got one of these. Thing has been amazing. This thing flies too. I think this is my new fast tractor for getting around town. I need to lease the disc. Leasing and bank loans is how you start a farm. I'd say little known fact, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people know that. Oh yeah, this is a nice setup here. This will get the ball rolling. I love how this tractor just has the craziest transmission known to man. So you got first, third, other third, second, fifth, other fifth, fourth, seventh, and eighth. There's probably another gear in there somewhere. I don't know. Never understood it. Probably never will. Why is the oil light on? Why is the oil light on? What am I supposed to do about that? Telling me there's no oil in my new tractor? That's stupid. Alright, let's tear into this field here. Oh, workers kicking ass over there. They're almost done. One of the plus sides of a small farm. This stuff should not take that long. It took me longer to decide what to buy than it does to work the land. That is a tale as old as time for me. Yeah, let's work our way this way first. I love cabless equipment. Old school, gold school. I love older equipment, older machinery, older cars, older trucks. I can't believe the cars and trucks that I love are getting older. I tell people, I bought one of my childhood dream cars, and I tell people, oh yeah, it's a 2002, and they're like, a 2002? It's that old? I'm like, is that old? I was born before then. And the realization hits me that I'm going to be 28 here in a month, pushing 30. It's crazy. Time's passing way too fast. Getting existential on Farm Sim. That's what this game is for. It's like a meditation game for contemplating the meaning of life. Also, debt simulator. If you're good at the game, probably not debt simulator, but you know, I wouldn't say I'm good at this game. I'm kind of the king of mediocrity because true to life, you know. I think I'll return the subsoiler, but I'll keep the cultivator for a while. Because I don't know if it's worth the extra leasing costs. Actually, it probably is worth the extra leasing cost every year to just release it. Because it's what, $453 or $459, however much it costs to lease. And per day, just sitting there, not being used, it's going to be costing me $90. So 90 times 10, yeah, it's going to cost me more just to leave it sitting, so I'll return everything when I'm done with it. I don't need to keep the subsoiler anyway, it's just kind of a once every 3 harvests, I believe. I have periodic plowing on, but I'm not sure if that relates to like, oh, I just harvested corn and you got to plow it under, you know, instead of just like this where I can just shallow disc rinse repeat, which technically I shouldn't rinse repeat, I should have a crop rotation, but I'm not using precision farming. Maybe I will down the road. I haven't used it in a while. It scares me. Because that's real farming. That actual crop rotation, managing nitrogen levels, just, it's a bit too deep for what my brain's ready for after, you know, a 9-hour day at work and being up for 18 hours. I'm pretty much fried by the end of the day. I mean, I'm ready for bed. I should be in bed in about an hour here. I'll probably stop stream once we hit the hour mark. And tomorrow, car show and horseshoes. And once I'm done with that, I can have a normal sleep schedule again-ish. And more time to stream. Because work is slow. Been telling myself I want to stream for years. And if I just do it somewhat consistently for a while, maybe I can actually do it. Maybe I can actually do what I've been wanting to do. might stream other games as well. Farm Sim's kind of my baby, so it's easy to start with. I might stream like Farm Sim 13. Maybe I'll do Throwback Thursdays, and I'll stream like greatest hits from my childhood, because I have a small collection of games that I just love. And I say childhood, I was not a child playing FS13. I was like 14, probably 15. But it feels so long ago. It's like been over 10 years. I'll just run this out. Go around the edges. Yeah, FS13 still, I mean, it sucks compared to this, but I love it. It has a soft spot in my heart. Might stream like beta Minecraft or something, because I have a beta Minecraft world that I like to go back to once in a while. The only downside is every time I go back to current Minecraft with my shaders and my texture pack, it resets my achievements every time I bounce back and forth, which is obnoxious. Yeah. Might switch to a whole different computer to play beta Minecraft. That way that stops happening. I have a second machine in this room I could use. Probably just use... I could use an old school mic too. I have a Blue Parrot truck driver. I could use the Blue Parrot. That way it sounds like an old school mic even. I might just lean into that, because then I could play FS13 on the old computer. I have it set up. I had to pull my save file from that computer anyway. I need to write this down, or I'm gonna forget. I'm so forgetful. Getting senile in my old age. Set up old PC to stream. Stream old games. Throwback Thursday. It's a Windows 10 machine. I might have to install Tiny 11 once October rolls around. Beta Minecraft. FS13. Which sucks because it's a great PC. i7 6700K, 32 gigs of DDR4, several terabytes of storage. I don't remember exactly how much. SSD boot drive, and a GTX 1080 Ti Strix, which is probably its strongest point. And it is liquid cooled. It's a small cooler, but it's never gotten hot. I don't overclock or anything more than the Asus BIOS wants you to. Hard Truck 2. That's one of my favorite all-time games. And then I could play like 18 Wheels of Steel, American Long Haul. That would be a good one. There's so many good older games I really enjoy. What other games? I'm trying to think of like actually old games that work on that computer too, because there's like the original Zoo Tycoon that doesn't work. 4x4 Evolution 2, that game is excellent. I'll add to this list later. Yeah, lots of good stuff I could stream on there. I could stream FS 2011, although I didn't play it much. I own it, I've tried it. I kinda would like to go through all the older FS games and 100% the achievements. I've only ever gotten 100% achievements on FS 2013. I think I'm one achievement away from getting all of them on 2015. And I'm trying to do it as legit as possible. I'm not just gonna, edit my XMLs to get like the money achievements and stuff. I'm trying to farm it, legit. But with the later later farm sim games, they don't tell you how to unlock the achievements anymore, which is cool, but also a bit beyond my scope. I like a little bit of information, so I'll have to work at it harder with these games. But I'm gonna have to write down another note here. This is a good idea. Farm sim achievement hunting. I'm using post-it notes too. I'm trying to take the world way back. Stream ideas. Trying to stay focused here never works. I don't think I can plant until next month or 2 months. Yeah, 2 months. Okay. Also, I had it backwards. My worker was not almost done. They were just getting started. Now they're working towards the outside. So now they're almost done. Should be able to return my disc harrow. It's not a harrow. It's just a disc. What am I talking about? Just trying to sound cool. Alright. Got that back. Stream ideas. All farm sim achievement hunting. All farm sim achievements. LTL company in I have American Truck Sim, Euro Truck Sim. I'll definitely be playing those. A couple more favorites of mine. Excellent games. Been a while since I've played them too, so I might set up my wheel and do it legit, although it probably sound awful with my microphone being set on my desk too. LTL company and ATS. New company in ETS. I love Euro Truck. That was the one I bought first. Played that for a while. See how my worker's doing. I'm gonna be honest, it's kind of painful watching them. I might as well do it myself. Save a little money on wages. Yeah, ETS was like my first love for that's a lie. It's not my first love. I've been playing SCS software games for years because I started with 18 Wheels of Steel Convoy. Oh man, that would be a fun one to go back to. It does not hold up. It's so arcadey. Kind of the better version of it that's still in the same engine art style is American Long Haul, and that's actually on Steam. Like I own that through Steam, I think. Or no, I just own it. I bought it through GOG, I want to say, and I just have a non-DRM copy. But that is a great game. All things considered, for its age, it was ahead of its time. It feels like. Hard Truck 2, incredible game. One of my all-time favorites since I was a literal child. Need for Speed High Stakes. If I can get that to work on a modern PC, although I have everything I need to build an XP machine, except for XP that can work with high-speed internet. I might need to look into that if somebody's got a version that's up to date, kind of like Tiny 11. It probably exists. Lots of ideas flowing in my head right now. Probably from a lack of sleep. I'm gonna look at all these notes tomorrow. Be like, dude, you're an idiot. Dude. Wow. Dude. Sans voice crack. Stardew Valley. I could stream that. I love that game. Haven't played with a lot of the new content in it yet either. It would be nice to play that. This field is an awkward shape. What else? If I end up actually garnering some semblance of audience, I'll probably end up streaming other games I love, like Subnautica. Slime Rancher. That's an excellent game. I don't see myself ever successfully being a streamer, let alone a variety streamer. That's very hard to pull off. You don't know until you try, though. So I gotta try. Just gotta do something I enjoy for once. And not just like, yeah, you just gotta do the thing. Like, I gotta try. I gotta really try. I gotta lean into this. Can't just act like all casual about it. I gotta set up social media. I think I'm gonna make like a Blue Sky account. Get that ball rolling. I gotta see how much IRL I want to dip into this, if I ever want to do face cam or something. I don't have any enemies, I don't think. Famous last words. There's probably some people out there that still can't sleep at night thinking about me for whatever reason. I don't know. Only one way to find out, I guess. Put my face out there, see what happens. The channel name, well, it says Goose, but I thought I changed it to Gaussman Garage. Gooseman Garage, whatever. I kind of wanted to do YouTube videos about cars, because that is like my biggest hobby. Cars, motorcycles, trucks. I have all of them. I love everything about them, except working on them. Like I said, flat tire today. That was a pain. Okay, 2 flat tires, because car I just bought almost 2 months ago. I haven't checked the tires since I bought it. I just totally neglected even thinking about it. Just kind of crossing my fingers. Seemed to drive fine. Driver's rear was low. So now I'm in a position where, do I pull it off and check it? Or do I drop it at a shop? Because that car is a little more sensitive to, let's just say, performance than my daily. My daily's a Toyota Camry. I don't need to worry about going fast on those tires. I can just plug it and move on. But if I plug the tire on this other car, I might need to think about a patch plug or something that's going to withstand hard use, because that car is going to see a lot of hard use. It's going to need tires soon anyway. They're soft compound. They don't last long. I'm being cryptic for a reason. I don't really want to show my whole deck here right away, but I have a lot of fun stuff. Got old trucks. I got slightly newer trucks. Mostly older cars and mostly newer motorcycles. So if I end up doing the YouTube video thing, then you'll probably end up getting to see those, which would be exciting. I have a shop I could work in, theoretically, if I got it clean and in working order with some HVAC and get the mice out of it. It's kind of a work in progress. Get it insulated, get it heated. That season's coming up fast. It's going to be chilly this weekend, I can't believe, already. But then again, we're getting towards the end of August. This summer went way too fast. It rained way too much. It went way too fast. Haven't put any miles on my motorcycles. One of them broke down on me. Yeah. Unbelievable how quick this year went by. Exciting, though. Very exciting. Purchased a vehicle I never thought I'd own in my wildest dreams. Still being cryptic about it. I gotta stop talking about it. Maybe I'll show it someday. Anyway, we're almost done ripping up this field. This 2 meter working width is a killer. This is a pretty decent sized field for the size of the farm right now. But once we're done ripping it, we can slide over to the next day here, and we'll just about be at a good stopping point. Probably won't stream tomorrow. It's a busy day. I'll definitely try and stream Wednesday, though. Keep this rolling. Frankly, because it gives me an excuse to play on this save. It's taken a lot of willpower to not progress this any further. Save it for the stream. I gotta... That way I'll actually stream, too. If I'm doing something I want to do. Typically, I can get around to it if I remember. Because I meant to stream this weekend. That definitely didn't happen. But I got a lot of work done on my building. I think I found where all the mice were coming in. It's pretty hard. It's a barn. It's a former calf barn because it's on my parents' farm where my dad grew up, where it used to be a dairy farm. So they reared calves in that building, and later on my uncle milked goats in that building. So we've converted it into an actual storage building / shop. Got a floor poured in it. It's a pole shed, but it's a nice pole shed. The tin's in good shape. The roof is maybe 15 years old, but it's steel. It's in really nice shape. And getting a concrete floor poured inside the building and then going around and insulating, it's been expensive, but I want to say we're still at or under $12,000, where if you price out a 30 by 40 steel building, you're probably looking at closer to 50,000. So it's worked out pretty good so far, and it's wired up for electric. It's got 220. It's got the newest electrical box of any building on the farm. So we're sitting pretty. I just basically need to pick up a good camera and just start recording. There's so much crap I need to work on. I need to do a water pump in one of my trucks. One of my other trucks is leaking oil. I gotta figure out why. I have a pretty good idea why. Generally, it's because I'm stupid. I did a harmonic balancer front crank pulley on it. Didn't replace the front main seal. Rookie mistake. I should have known better. Probably leaking out of there, and I did an oil pan gasket on a pretty shaky engine. It's not very well balanced. It's a V6. So, it shook the pan loose, or I just didn't torque it enough, didn't tighten it enough, because I was afraid, because it's an aluminum pan. Although I suppose it is going into an iron block, which is weird. Dissimilar metals is always a good idea. Chevy, looking at you. Yeah, just gotta get under there and look at it, because I need that truck. I gotta haul a junk car with it. I gotta bring my tractor down to my house and do some yard work. All before it snows. My snowblower is still in my garage. Have not moved it. Probably won't. I wanted it out of my way for the summer. That did not happen. Okay. Let's sort of wrap up here. Take a look at the price of eggs. See when those are worth selling. November, okay. Pardon. I'm trying not to burp. So, eggs in November, straw in, I want to say, December. Alright. That's all the products I have, so let's just check. Chickens have plenty of feed. We can't plant yet. I suppose I could fertilize. Would be good, but we'll wait. We'll wait. We'll wait till we're planting. We'll start with the small field with planting, fertilize the big field, then plant the big field, and fertilize them both. I think will work. I should have fertilized it before I plowed it under, but oh well. We should have pretty good soil composition here. Got rocks to pull up, but I'm not too worried about rocks because I don't care about keeping the equipment pretty. It's going to get used. That's what it's there for. So, let's roll the day on over. Boy, I'm bushed. It was a long day at work today. Not even a hard day, just a long one. Alright. I'll get up at 7. I wish. Get up at like 2:45-ish. Gotta be to work by 4, but it's a half-hour drive. Okay, $100 for vehicle leasing costs. Not bad. Oh my god. $90 horse though? That ain't worth it. Nice tractor for sale, but tain't worth it. My John Deere's got more power than that for less money. Alright, how we looking? Look at that. Chickens reached maturity in the new coop. This thing is going to pay dividends. This big old... We got 75 out of 360. So we're starting with a small number because I'm not sure I can even feed them yet. And they'll reproduce too, so I'll get free chickens. This one's capped, but it's producing eggs. And that's money, so... We need more chickens, we need more money. Oh my god! I'm stupid. I forgot to return that. Not surprised. I wasted $100, but oh well. Alright. I think we can just roll another day here. Because the chickens are, yeah, they're all full on feed. There's nothing for me to do right now. I'm waiting on planting... Do I do barley or wheat? I want to say it was... It was wheat. Was it? Where's wheat? Or no, it was barley. Huh. What is that? Showing on the edges here. Why are there potatoes? It thinks there's potatoes on the edges of my field. That's bizarre. We could plant barley or wheat. I really don't think there's a difference in the two. I think barley has a better price and a slightly lesser yield. No, wheat has a better price. I'm gonna plant wheat. Screw it. I don't think there's a difference. Still gotta wait till tomorrow. And I think that'll be next stream. Planting, fertilizing, getting everything in the ground. I think that'll be Wednesday's stream. I like that idea. We'll just go ahead and roll to the next morning, and we'll call this one good. Put a nice little bow on it. See if there's anything cool on sale. Doubt it. Alright. I love how I don't have to own the house to use it. I can just squat. What are they gonna do about it? Nothing. That's what. $1,000 a day for loan interest is gonna kill us. I don't remember buying the MacDon pack. That's funny. Also, I already have one of these darn carts. I don't need this on sale. I don't even need the cart that I bought. Let's repay a little bit of the loan so we're not paying so much for interest. That's better. Yeah. I blabbed a bit about random crap, but that's what it's all about. We will, that's a nice thumbnail. We'll be back in a couple days for the next round of this, whatever this is, this chicken farm series. And thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking time out of your day. And have a wonderful evening. Thanks. Bye.